Wait, you're done with the stream?
I think so. Oh,
I just got here, and I put Zalae in my title.
oh, he actually left. Feels bad, man.
Do you want to play that same matchup, but do you want to be the rogue?
I wanna sleep I wanna go back 4 hours in time and sleep because
Alright.
I actually was on a good sleep schedule, but now it's
Yeah,
4 a.m.
but now you're
Whoops.
here, so you might as well lean into it.
No. Now I'm gonna try to repair. Are you playing the same deck as Zalae for the GM or what?
I'm playing Bomb Warrior, and I am versing rogues like Zalae.
Yeah,
How did
okay.
the Warrior do? Seemed pretty
Uh,
good from the few games I saw.
well, I lost the two first ones. The one of them I actually threw because I didn't realize he didn't have eviscerates. I think I probably would have won if I'd seen that.
I'm
But
versing the Prep Waggle Pick Rogue, but I don't have
well,
weapon removal. I don't run Weapons Project or Ooze or Harrison, because I did not expect people to be running Raiding Party Waggle Picks.
yeah, okay. Oh, so you don't have the weapon instructions, okay?
So I think it could be
So
kind of
Today's
close,
opponent is
but
Today's the opposite. Like Today has sideboarded out the waggle picks, but purple has all the weapon destruction,
right.
like the
That's why
projects and
I
so
thought
kind
that
of
that was going to happen, so that's why I didn't include Weapon Destruction.
yeah. But then your opponents are playing party rogue.
Mm-hmm. One of them's playing Party Rogue, the other's playing Mage.
Yeah.
But I still feel pretty okay. I have like double Eternium Rover, double Town Crier versus Rogue, like pretty strong. Mm.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's fine. No weapon destruction gets a little scary, I guess, because he can set up the picks and stuff, but
Yeah.
it's not that bad. You just the breaking point is when you could get to play proactively as the warrior.
Right.
Once you start doing that, and they don't play good removal.
Right. You want to play some games?
No, I shouldn't. I'll go to bed.
All right. See you, dude.
I'll go to bed. See ya. Good night.
Good night. Shock and Raw 69 just subscribed for 5 months. Welcome back to the Back Cave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back, dude.
I will fight with honor. Victory or death!
Paladin. We should be okay versus Paladin. Just play all the bombs, go face. Easy matchup. Maybe prioritize a little bit, trying to combo some of the bomb cards. If we have like a weak tempo hand, we wouldn't like tempo out of Nellic. We could save it for the caliber, the 4 bomb turn kind of thing. Three drop on 3, let's go.
Listen here!
I don't know if I need to use both of them, so I can wait. I don't know what I need off this Omega Assembly, so I'm going to wait till I see what I'm missing in my curve, and then kind of trace it back. But I was missing a 3, so we used the first one to get a 3. But we have a good 4, and then theoretically we draw 5 because we run double Dynamatic, Darius, Ziliax.
Listen here!
Don't need to trade with that, right?
I wonder.
Well, one of the issues Paladin has in this matchup is they try and draw their whole deck to do their OTK, and in drawing their whole deck, that means they hit every bomb card. Which means they take a lot of damage. Yeah, I don't care if he true silvers this. If he wants to true silver that, go for it. I'll push my 1 damage. Let's go.
Let me think.
It's weird. Seems wasteful and not super impactful on the board. He's trying to just make sure he can keep my armor count in check, but he didn't even remove armor, he removed the life total that I'll later heal back with Ziliax. Also, the OTK is really far away. Not controlling this board seems iffy. Now I have a 6-5, and a 2-4, and a 1-2.
Let me think.
Double shield block. I think seeing 3 cards gives me really good odds of finding like one of the 7s to jam. So I wanted to do that.
I wonder.
Maybe we could get an augmented Alec for this wrench caliber. That'd be pretty sick. Isn't it better to hero power return? I don't think so. I think it's better to pressure my opponent. Make it so it's difficult for them to set up and do the 50. Bomb Warrior packs a lot of punch, man. So I think it's pretty likely I'll be able to kill him in time. We can do the Scrap Hound Ziliax though at some point. We need it. We want to save that combo, or we could just take the Bulldozer here. Just play a Bulldozer, because it's big. I'd probably just take the Bulldozer. So the goal is to be above 25, so he has to set up to do the combo over 2 turns. Not to be above 50. If we're above 50, we could outlast both heal 25s, but that's unrealistic. It's much easier to pressure my opponent into a situation where he has to be, you know, clearing my board so he doesn't have time to set up both combos. And trying to just stay above 25.
One shot, one kill.
Reporting for duty. I must move quickly. Listen here. To me!
Like the music!
They don't typically run too much weapon removal in the Paladin deck. So I can kind of just wait for my elephant. Get 2 bombs in on him. Luke Arthur just subscribed. Welcome to the Batcave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, dude.
Let me think.
Both true silvers are gone. So I think it should be pretty easy to stay above 25. And a Turnium Rover in play. But it's kind of spooky being at 26.
Move quickly. Let me think.
Second Shrink Ray? Or he's going to need a quality combo plus a little bit more. As the Divine Shield.
I must move quickly.
Okay, one of the timeouts down. So now we can always get to a turn where we bomb the hell out of him at the end if we save all the bomb cards.
Unity, precision, perfection.
Was our Acolyte of Pain? Blastmaster Boom or Dr. Boom? We haven't actually drawn any of the bomb cards besides this one Wrench Caliber. Double Alec, double Clockwork Goblin, the other Wrench Caliber, and Blastmaster Boom still in the deck. That'd be a shame if we don't draw the bomb cards by the time he draws his whole deck. Ellie Sigil just subscribed for 3 months. Or subscribed for as a tier 3 for 4 months. Sorry, I misread that. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back. You're doing well, man. Do I hard run Bulldozer? Hell yeah, dude. No. There's a deck that does, though. There's a big warrior deck running around that runs 2 Bulldozers. But I got it off of Omega Assembly. I'm not that spicy.
Move quickly. Speak to me.
Light the fuses! Defend the gates!
Five power in play. Sick. All of my pressure cards, bottom 13. Wah, wah, wah. Boom, boom. Wrench, Alec, Alec, Clockwork, Clockwork. Towncrier, Acolyte. They're all insane draws.
The light bends to my will.
It's looking like he's gonna get the whole thing because we don't have any bomb cards. Oh, here we go. Oh. I didn't need to warp at that last time. Whoops. I guess, yeah, it pushes 2. Worth. I don't know if we're going to be able to pressure him enough, though. With only drawing 1 bomb card, it's tough. Got 10 damage worth of bombs in his deck, but he's going to be able to heal with Shrivala. So we're still like missing 14 points of damage. But I think this is the best way to play the matchup still. Try and pressure him. You just got to draw one of like more of your pressure cards. We missed our card draw, the Town Crier and the Acolyte, and then we missed both booms, and then we missed bomb cards. If we were able to combo one more bomb card with the Elec, there'd be 20 damage worth of bombs in his deck, and then he'd be sweating. But he's pretty comfortable right now. There we go. So he's gonna draw. He's got 1 real card in his deck. So we're actually 2 damage off lethal right now. The clockwork. So we have to armor. He's got only 1 real card. So he draws his real card. And then if he Prismatic Lens Consecrate or Holy Wrath, we could be dead. If not, we win-ish. No, because he has enough time to do the second timeout. So this is the point where we needed to be killing him. And we were 2 damage off lethal. So I believe he's going to be able to go immune and win the game this turn. He 25s us, goes immune, and then 25s us again, right? Oh, I should have shield slammed my Acolyte, so he couldn't heal for 7. No, then how do I kill the Shrivala? I guess the shield slam's not helping me with the Shrivala either way. Depends how many timeouts you run. Sometimes people run 1 timeout. You never leave here, just in case, right? So it's a 50-50 if he does it right now for 25.
Let me think. I must move quickly. Let's stash that away.
So he's doing the 50-50 for 25.
I'm almost up.
It's the 5.
I'm out of cards.
But now he can do it again next turn for 25. And that'll kill us. And this way, when he does it this way, if I put the bombs in his deck, he can never miss again next turn. So this was correct by him. So I don't think there's a winning line from this position. Wait, does he take the damage? Oh, yeah, he takes the damage. Never mind. I'm silly. It looks like he ordered a bomb. Timeout does not prevent bomb damage. Alright, so we just needed to draw these before the end, and then we did that, so we win. This matchup seems really good for us. I drew incredibly poorly. And he drew pretty well. He had Christologies and everything. Wow, Paladin, huh? Alright, that's not a matchup I'm super familiar with. Not too many Paladins on ladder.
Garrosh versus Rastakhan. Who stands before King Rastakhan? Victory or death!
Even if I don't kill him, what was the problem? Oh, if I don't kill him, the issue is he replays the Shivala in his hand and then bankers it and then hits me for 25. The combo. When you brew the Shivala and then Holy Wrath, you get another Shivala. Gotta gain that armor. And play on curve and try and remove things. Hopefully the Dynamatic's good. I guess if the Dynamatic's not good, the Brawl will probably be good. This matchup can't be super favorable for me. I don't run as much removal as the normal warrior. But he's had a really slow start, so I think my tempo creatures will just be probably good enough to get me there. I want to save coin just in case a good Dynamatic board presents itself. Coin Dynamatic seems like a really good way to pull really far ahead on tempo. Since we have the Warpath, it seems pretty safe to leave up a lot of Murlocs. Probably don't, I mean, not a lot of Murlocs, but a lot of minions, you know. Probably won't die. The soul of the Murlocs. 4 power. Not that strong of a bloodlust. 16. We'll live through that.
Light the fuses!
Oops. I should have hit the totem. I forgot these are mechs. Oh no. Crucial error. I took 3 extra damage this turn. I could be at 16. I still would have played the Dynamatic. I think, no question, it's still quite good there. But being at 16 instead of 13 would be better. Blink Gun just subscribed for 13 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, dude. James Marks Joy. Marie Kondo would agree. Here's another 13 months. Cheers, man. Thanks for the continued support. Welcome back. Yeah, this is not a matchup I'm super familiar with. You don't reverse too many shamans. They're pretty good, but they're pretty rare too.
Defend the gates. To me.
Shaman doesn't usually run like out of hand burst, so I believe I just want to get more minions in play. So getting this Eternium Rover down seems better than pushing that armor button, because they're going to kill me by winning the board and then bloodlusting me down. Not by spells or Leroy or anything like that, right? They're really common right now. Yes, Lissa just made another run to the top. The Murloc Queen, bringing out all the Murlocs. I think she's at 18. So they're rising in popularity. Not quite at like Mage Warrior Rogue levels yet, but they are starting to get some representation out there. Looks like we need to play this Warpath if we want to full clear the board easily, right? Or we have to leave something up, and leaving something up seems pretty unacceptable. If I play Warpath one time, I can kill everything except this. I can play Warpath one time while playing stuff. Or I can Warpath twice and have more guys and play Clockwork Goblin. It's Warpath twice.
To me.
Somebody order a bomb.
Warpath is like the best card versus their deck though, because the Soul of the Murloc. It's expensive to use. But our life total is pretty low, so it felt pretty important to use as well. I believe we just want the bigger body in play. At 20 damage of bombs lined up, so I can connect a little bit more damage, put a few more bombs in the deck, could be able to still cheese this out. There's no way I'm going to keep up with the value in the Murloc deck. Oftentimes they run Hagatha, and oftentimes they can loop these Underbelly Anglers. But I do at some point need to just shove all in and go face. So tempoing that Shield Slam so I can connect 3 damage to the face here seemed right. Want to buy Warpath. Ziliax, here we go. This seems worth.
Unity, precision,
I think at this point I'm holding the elephant. It's gonna be like a brawl, and then we're gonna need to put in 2 bombs, and they're gonna need to draw some of the bombs. I don't think the 2/3 is super powerful for him. If he wants to trade these Murlocs into my Ziliax, healing me to full health, to then play more Murlocs to generate more Murlocs, go for it, buddy. They do Mech Hunter games later? Mech Hunter sucks, man. I don't know, Mech Hunter's okay. I really want to play this deck because I submitted it for Grandmasters. So I probably won't be playing any Mech Hunter. Alright, we're chilling. We're healed at full health. That's awesome. It should allow us to buy some time, in theory. Time means he draws more bombs. More bombs means winning the game. Why didn't I bring Mage for GM? Well, I think a lot of people suspected I would bring Mage. And so I suspected my opponents to bring Rogue. I wanted to play Warrior, because Warrior usually does pretty well versus Rogue. So, even though I think Mage is one of the best decks, if not the best deck, it's all relative based on what your opponents are bringing, right? And I thought it was pretty possible for both my opponents to play Rogue. If I go face for 3, he only needs to draw 2 bombs.
Defend the gates.
That's tempting. I want to kill this really badly, because that represents a lot of threat. I want to kill this really badly too, because then that gets more of these and war leaders and stuff. In general, this seems tough. There are 3 bombs in his deck.
What now?
We have another Brawl and another Warpath in here. We find we can stall the game out. We also have a Blastmaster Boom that if we have the life total, we can stall the game out. I think holding on to this elephant for bomb cards is not going to work. Oh my god, Missed Lethal! Missed Lethal!
Unity, precision.
What face? Got Ziliax Bloodlusted. Dude, that's sick tech. Ziliax for the Hench Clan Hag. Genius. The future. I am dead now. That Ziliax just soloed me, dude. My whole game plan was I can't keep up on his value, so we gotta rush him down. And Ziliax owns my game plan. Also, where the hell are these booms, man? I'm playing a deck that revolves around Blastmaster Boom and Dr. Boom, and I never draw either of them. The Hustle just subscribed. Welcome to the Batcave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, dude. It's good for my Acolyte. Maybe he doesn't run the Hagatha and stuff. Or at least we haven't seen it yet. But he hasn't really lost the board ever too much. But our out at this point is we find second Brawl, clear the board, and then he doesn't run Hagatha. Shenanigans. We are dead. Max we can do is 15. If he didn't have Ziliax, he was just dead. Ziliax was sick. Am I hyped for 3.7 Path of Exile? I actually haven't checked it out yet. A few buddies of mine are pretty hyped for it. And they're messaging me, they're like build ideas and stuff. And I've been meaning to sit down and like look at things and try and come up with a build, because I'm probably going to play the next season of Path of Exile. I took the last 2 seasons off I try not to play it every season because then it gets a little repetitive and it takes up so much time. So you might see when 3.7 comes out, if I get super hooked into it again, streaming a little less and playing some Path of Exile. But
Holy fire.
it's pretty hard to take myself away from Hearthstone right now because with GM, I'm pretty focused. More Paladins? Sweet. If we keep versing Paladins, I think we're going to have a fairly good climb. Am I still doing Deck Doctor with GM? Yeah, I have a... If you would like to get your deck doctored, make sure to follow us at Omnislash and submit your deck. Weekly deck code. I am doing Deck Doctor later tonight, actually. Deck Doctor, I make the video every Thursday. So today is the last day to submit your deck on Twitter for consideration to be doctored. So if you haven't done that yet, and you want to do that, now would be a great time. This Spark Engine got hard countered. I did not expect him to coin Novice Engineer. I got Shrek'd, dude. Rip Spark Engine.
I wonder.
Streaming less, but why not just stream PoE? That's that weird discussion of more complicated things. Streaming brand, yada yada things, stuff. Right now, I think my brand is mainly focused in pure Hearthstone, and expanding that brand will cause a dip in my Hearthstone viewership while I kind of make a transition process, and I don't plan on doing variety. I just like playing other games occasionally. Whenever the new expansion for Path of Exile comes out, I like to give it a whirl. But I don't think it's something I'd ever like stream in the long term. Hit him in the face so he has less life. Check. Continue hitting him in the face so he continues to have less life. Check. He's dead. Now he kind of has to clear every minion I play because they all threaten to kill him. Or he could go to 2. There we go. Spark Engine's about to get rowdy. We spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12 mana. So Shivala costs 13. So I don't think we have to worry about it yet. He's gonna feel bad AoE clearing a Spark Engine and a Darius, but he has to do it because he's so low. And mana Shivala? No, 6 mana Shivala. Could get Shivala'd.
Let the pain speak to me.
He gets Shivala'd though, he limits his burst down to 25. because he has to Shivala and then Bankert, unless he runs Youthful Brewmaster. So even if we get Shivala'd, it's not the worst case in the world. And then we just kill it with Shield Slam, and then we try and fatigue him. Mill the bomb. It's so sick.
Should I?
Do you think future champ is a spot in Spirit of the Shark Rogue? Boston's bringing it to the European Grandmasters. So if you're following the Grandmaster scene, Boston is a really solid player, usually practice with Jarla, Hunter Ace, and Orange. So they're all like really good players. And through their practice group, somehow they approved it, so it has to have some amount of merits. Playing 2 of them. So you might want to check that out if you're interested in that card. You can find it on the Grandmasters section of the PlayHearthstone.com website.
Should I?
Look for Boston from the Europe region. That's with 3 Z's.
The light bends my will. That has plenty to go around.
All the soup. Dude, Raven, why did so many people in APAC bring Paladin?
Attack!
I want to brawl away this 1-2. He has more troublesome time healing. Slash, also so he can't Shivala my minion, right? We can always combo the next charge with the Elec. They don't run weapon removal in Paladin, typically. I don't think we're in a rush. I heard people say that Paladin beats Hunter. And I find it hard to believe because they can't handle the pressure of Bomb Warrior. And Hunter pressures like a hell of a lot harder than Bomb Warrior pressures. And it doesn't even seem close against Bomb Warrior. I feel like the Hunter just plays Dire Frenzy at any point in the game. Or I guess not at any point in the game. Dire Frenzy on curve just kills Paladin. It's like, oh, I guess I shrink ray your minion. And it's still there and it hits me more. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just a Paladin hater. I just don't see it. It's a mystery to me. We're gonna mulligan Dr. Boom Mad Genius. Don't freak out, Twitch chat. This is a token druid. They're really fast. And this costs 7. And 7 is really big. I think Pally Hunter is pretty even. Maybe with like humilities. What happens when they sideboard in 2 high mains, though? What does that do to the matchup? Because that seems like all right. Let's main deck. Maybe they're pretty even, sure. But the side deck, I really feel like the high mains and shenanigans are much better than the answers. Like, what Paladin is deciding, like, humility. That's got to be the best card. And then Hunter gets to side in just, like, rocket fuel. I don't know. I haven't played it. Like, I haven't play-tested Paladin all that much. I play-tested Paladin versus Mage. It was like, it's kind of close, but not enough. And then moved on. It was like, if it's not even good enough, if it's not like insane versus Mage, then it seems like waste of time. And it seemed like good versus mage, but not like crazy, you know? So, who knows? I know Inner really loves the Paladin, and he's doing a lot of really good work with it. I tried to ask him questions about the Paladin, but he told me no English. And that's as far as my Paladin investigations went.
Job's done.
Good. This guy might be able to out-heal all the bombs. We're gonna give it a whirl. All my minions have rush anyway, so I might as well just play the weapon and start swinging it. I kind of want to get all these bombs in there for this Dr. Boom anyhow. Meaty thinks it's the nuts. Dude, Meaty's thought it was the nuts forever. Meaty thought it was the nuts week 1. He's trying to convince me to bring Paladin. I don't know, man.
Listen here.
It's on my to-do list of things to test more extensively. But if I'm honest with you, it's not a super high priority. I think it's just like one of those decks that's really cool, so a lot of people give it an inflated win rate because they like it.
Power takes
And a lot more people bring it than they should because they like it. People like sweet decks, and Paladin's a sweet deck. Dr. Boom on curve, or not Dr. Boom on curve? Well, that choice was easy. Apparently it beats Rogue. Nah. No.
I wonder.
Nah. Paladin definitely does not beat Rogue. I don't know. The thing I also think that Paladin is, it doesn't get better in Specialist. Like Paladin, you look at the sideboards in the open cups of Paladin, and it's the same. Like they have the main Paladin list, and then they have the anti-warrior list, and then their third list is just like humilities. And like the deck is so static, it doesn't really benefit from the format like at all. Meanwhile, you look at other decks that seem to really just get leaps and bounds better against Paladin because of the format.
Unity. Precision.
By just adding threats. You just pump your deck full of threats, they don't have enough answers. Half Shell Ninja just subscribed for 2 months. Welcome back to the back of Team Thing Man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, dude. Ah, the healing touch. Good boy. I want to add more bombs in his deck, or Militia Commander his guy to make my Boombots hit face harder. With Militia Commander my guy. Unfortunate. Still get him down to 5. Token Druid and Murloc Shaman, 2 one-dimensional. Be a lot of play in GM. Well, it gets a lot of play in APAC. But yeah, I have the same complaint as with Paladin, Murloc Shaman, and Token Druid. I think all, and Nomi Priest. All decks seem to have like this one-dimensional linear game plan. Seem to really struggle in the specialist format in my experience. The decks that seem to do well are decks that have like a lot of options, like Warrior and Mage and Rogue. Because they just really benefit from the sideboard and being able to change matchups. Yeah, it looks like he ordered a bomb. This hits for way more than 0. Like in APEC, for example, one example of Token Druid kind of like being stuck in a too one-dimensional way is the Rogue players that thought they were going to verse Token Druid, instead of switching off of Rogue, they're playing Mind Control Tech, Double Fan of Knives, Mossy Horror Rogue. It's like, geez, try and play Token Druid versus that. What are you going to side deck in to beat that? Like, you can't. You can't beat that as Token Druid. No matter what you change, what 5 cards you put in, Token Druid's gonna get murdered by that. Seems fine. A lot of cards. The Lucent Bark Token Druid? You're trolling, dude. They just don't have, I don't know. One-dimensional board flood decks seem super weak in the specialist format. I just keep a 3 and a 4 and just hit 1 into 1. Easy. I had a greedy mulligan, but I thought he would be mid-range hunter. Not, I guess I should have suspected bomb hunter, right? Because he's no hands gamer. He games with no cards in his hand, so he just plays smork deck.
Protocol 7 engaged.
I think survival is more important than offense in this matchup. What do I think about Bomb Hunter? Bomb Hunter is, I think, less one-dimensional than the other aggressive decks. Bomb Hunter, you can add in things like Mechanical Whelp, 9 lives, random shenanigans. So you definitely have more flexibility with it. You don't have to be a deck that just goes wide, and you don't have to be a deck that's just a burn deck. You can be a Death Rattle value deck, you can be a burn deck, you can go wide. It actually has options. You can play the microchip and outvalue people. It's definitely a lot more options, I think. If he 5/5s that, what do we do? What do we do if he just plays a 5/5 if we wrench caliber?
What now?
Alright. We don't beat a 5-5 onto the O2, and we don't beat a 5-5 as a 5-5, so I don't think clearing the O2 is like an utmost importance here. So let's try and get value out of Dynamatic while we can. Nice.
Defend the gates. To me.
John Stomach just subscribed for 9 months. Welcome back to the Becky Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back, dude. He says I love you. I love you too, John Stomach. Thanks for the support. It's like the best card in Mech Hunter, dude. Would I play anything else off the shield block if I were to have received it? Because otherwise I would prefer to have the armor. I don't think there's anything I would play this turn off the shield block. So for this reason I'm gonna Wrench Caliber and then shield block. The draw last on purpose. So no order lulls. Order. It's gonna be a blast. This is some sick Dynamatic value. We can't not take that Dynamatic value. We'll wait for him to magnetize something onto this and then brawl later. In anticipation of potentially brawling, is it better to hold back the minion? That happens. Question is, whoa, this isn't a mech, dude. Yo, what? I just believed, and it just worked. I thought 100% in my heart this was a mech. That's crazy. I think we win this tempo. I think we can win this race. We're so far ahead. Dude, if I realized that that militia commander, I would have traded it. For sure I would have traded it. Oof. Death attack. Ah. Good, 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 good. We have boom now, so we kill all the mechs and fatigue him. Game plan shift. We just need to find one Omega Devastator at some point for this situation. We can kill that. We can kill that without taking damage. Excellent. So my read on my opponent's deck list is that he is not playing any sort of 6 mana 2/2s. So I don't think he can exhaust me. He has Acidic Swamp Ooze, Bomb Toss as the tech card slots. Tiny Oi. Tiny Oi Oi just subscribed for 2 months. Welcome back to the Cave. Team Thingman, appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, dude. Both War Gears gone, Ziliak's gone, 1 missile launcher gone. So he still has the 2 4-drop magnetizes though. And we still don't have much life. We need like 1 armor up and I think we win. It's a sad dynamic. At 15.
Ooh, I wonder what this does.
Could get cheesed out by Leroy this game. Not another magnet.
Ooh, I wonder what this does.
Just gonna die, dude. Go down to 1. Tough break.
Okay then.
Were we supposed to just punch him in the face? If we would have like tempoed the brawl when all face brawled and then switched to burn there,
I will hunt you down.
would we have gotten there?
I give up.
I thought I would win the longevity battle after I got boom. That's mistaken. Both War Gears were gone. It's hard to say which one is better. You had 4 bombs in his deck? No, that's not true. I had 2 bombs in his deck. Clear his board and didn't. Well, I could clear his board while killing 3 of my own minions, and I chose not to.
Watch your back.
Killing 3 of your own minions is expensive. I left up an Acidic Swamp Ooze. You can't magnetize Acidic Swamp Ooze. The Water Rogue runs no Eviscerates, so the Augmented Alec is really strong versus it. Not sure what rogue he is, but maybe he's the Water Rogue that's increasing in popularity. If I went Devastator Brawl and the Devastator survived, I would go to 1 HP and then die to the hero power. He has a death rattle, deal 2 damage to my face on the board, guys. So we would dead. For the turn before, you wanted me to go Brawl Devastator to full clear. Yeah, it just felt like that left us not too many resources in our hand if we Brawl a 3-2 and 2 O2s and then Devastator the outcome. I mean, full clearing against their deck's really important. That was pretty low. Then I feel like I do that, he can probably just play any minion and kill me. But maybe I was playing around too many things. I think it was probably incorrect to try and go for the clear everything line. I probably should have just sticked on the Smork Life. I didn't have enough value in my hand at the time to justify transitioning into a removal plan. I didn't have anything on the board, so Omega plus Wrench doesn't clear, guys. He removed my minion, right? Pretty sure he did. Let me look. If I had Omega plus Wrench full clear, then that seems like that would have been the play. This card is disgusting against Evil Miscreant, dude. This is in my anti-rogue list. Kills Shark, kills Miscreant, and they're just like, holy crap, that's a lot of stats. And I'm like, I know. Put it in my deck.
I give up.
Let's see. Nah, there's nothing on the board. Oh, the Omega Devastator has Rush! Duh! No, you're right. Yeah, I messed that up. How am I that? Jeez, that's a brain fart, dude. Yeah. I forgot Omega Devastator had Rush last game. Holy smokes. I was like, this card deals 10 and kills something. There's no way it has Rush. Just has Rush. Wow, okay. That's a... I threw the... Yeah, I threw that game against Mech Hunter. If I just clear his board there, I just win. I just have enough life, right? I don't know if I win, but I get a lot closer. I heal for... How much did he deal? I heal for 3, 4... I heal for 5. So I would be at... I'd be able to brawl, clear the board, and be at 6 at the end. And then I need to roll armor up, draw Ziliax, or draw shield block before he draws the one of Leroy. But I have twice as many cards in my deck as him. It definitely makes us have a game, but yeah, it still seems like tricky. So I might not have won, but it would have had a chance. That's a misplay for sure. Yeah. Sometimes I don't know. Forget things have Rush. You don't know why there's so many warriors in America? Well, Americans get to see the Asia decks and then the Europe decks, and they saw the amount of hunters and rogues in Europe and Asia, and Bomb Hunter is pretty 50-50 against Hunter and is pretty strong versus Rogue. So it makes sense that it's a really solid bring, expecting those two decks to continue to happen. So I think the reason why there's so many warriors in America is simply just due to the fact that we get to see the deck lists before the other regions. Well, not before the other regions, but we get to see, like, what everyone submitted for the week before we have to submit. I'm going to shield block here so I can make sure I can Dynamatic next turn. I feel like if I play Militia Commander, he's going to develop some stuff, and then I'm just going to be killing my own Militia Commander. And I don't want to kill my own Militia Commander. Seems like a pretty good card. Yeah, it makes pretty much no sense that different regions get more information when looking at deck lists, but that's how that's set up for some reason. Does Rachel think of my sleeping habits? Rachel's pretty cool with my sleeping habits. We usually hang out in the morning before she goes to work, Then we hang out when she gets back from work, and then I work when she's sleeping, and I sleep when she's at work. So it kind of works out perfectly. 6 mana, 5/5s.
Unity, precision, perfection.
A weird turn. Seems like an odd play to make when you know your opponent has 2 militia commanders in their hand. Ugh. He's already played 1 deadly shot. But I still think it's favorable to do this. I tried to deter him from playing the 6 mana 5/5 last turn. I still think it was probably better than what he did. But maybe he didn't think so because he forgot about the militia commander. Okay. Yeah, my play was to make it so that he didn't play that on 6 and did something weird. Kind of worked out. And then this sets up to make sure my Acolyte doesn't get farmed. We set up this nice little cozy interaction there. Our draw is really important because it draws towards your combo. Playing a 3/4 there didn't seem like it would accomplish a lot, so I went for the extra card draw instead. 3/4 would just get run over by the beast. Alright, let's set it up. We have a max boom next turn. Oof. If he has Zul'jin on curve, this game's gonna be tough. His Zul'jin has like a Deadly, a Master's Call, both Unleash the Beasts. But we made it worse, he played a Kill Command. But the rest of the things in his Zul'jin are crazy strong. And there's even this on board for him to Zul'jin. I'd rather Omega Assembly. Yeah. We hope he doesn't have the Zul'jin. He has the Zul'jin. At least the bombs get to try and challenge some 5/5s. Maybe he unleashes first? If he unleashes first in the Zul'jin, right? Then he will not be creating any 5/5s. And then he will have 1/1s against my 1/1s. And we win the game. That's an out.
I wonder.
My favorite card art? Never really thought about it too much. Probably Firebat. Firebat seems like a pretty sweet card. Very handsome.
Quickly.
Two unleashes in the Zul'jin. But they are soaking up a lot of booms. It seemed suboptimal. Come on. think I want to develop this mechanical whelp. I think value's the name of the game. Are we setting up a 2-turn lethal? Let's see. Setting up a 2-turn lethal would be the name of the game. These boombots are not doing me any favors. Alright, so we have 7, 8, and we could end... Or we could do... 10... No, we can't really... I mean, we could mechanical whelp Omega Devastator it. 14, 15... It's a heckin' amount of power. He doesn't play Zul'jin, he loses the game. We could say it's unlikely for him to have Zul'jin. He could still have Zul'jin far left, though. I'm not confident enough in my read that this guy doesn't have Zul'jin. So I'm not going to start Omega Devastatoring my own minions to set up a 2-turn lethal. Second deadly shot? Never lucky. We want to have more than one minion in play if he Zul'jins for deadly shots. We don't care, right? Our thing dies when he Zul'jins, so we brawl him. Who cares? We want to get bombs! He could tracking the bombs out, then it's good for us. Darn. He wouldn't use tracking if he had Zul'jin in hand? I strongly disagree. I'd use tracking every time there to try and filter out bombs, and then I'd play Zul'jin, and it would tracking out more bombs, and then Dire Frenzy things back in my deck. Tracking is sick for Bomb Warrior. He tracked out 2 bombs, so he just healed for 10 with that tracking. This guy's got a brawl to win. He's got a mission. The trackings off the Zul'jin are kind of RNG. They could pick bomb. They're not as effective as tracking out trackings like that you normally play. What is he doing? Saving the Zul'jin in his hand for next game? If he would have played Zul'jin many turns ago, he'd have a much higher chance of winning this game. He'd be at higher life and there'd be less bombs in his deck. I don't think the explosive shotting his own minions is super productive to his Zul'jin value. Also, the likelihood I have Brawl just keeps rising. Maybe it's not a Zul'jin, maybe it's Dire Frenzy. Gotta be Dire Frenzy, right? There's no way it's a Zul'jin. It's gotta be Dire Frenzy in his hand. And he's waiting till he finds the Zul'jin. Alright, let's not miss this lethal, dude. I know I said this was going to win a brawl, but it turns out it's just the lethal blow. Never missed lethal in my life. When you have Dire Frenzy the Shimmer? No, you don't want to Dire Frenzy the Shimmer. You want to wait until you have Zul'jin in your hand to cast Dire Frenzy. We were able to pressure him enough that he was forced to Dire Frenzy on Scalehide early to not die. And then that clouds his draws of trying to find the Zul'jin. But ideally as the Hunter, you know, if you're not under a lot of pressure, obviously he was under a lot of pressure, so he had to adapt. But if you're not under a lot of pressure, you want to Dire Frenzy after you already have Zul'jin in your hand. So you're not mucking up your deck with random beasts. And that you draw the Zul'jin. But, you know, can't always have that luxury. This kills a giant. So we do that, and then we do this, because this pressures him. Pressure him, kill giant. That's the perfect storm. Coin 3/4. Doesn't die to Frostbolt. Oh my. This game's gonna be explosive. Boom. Boom.
What to do? What to do?
Oh my. The man is in trouble. He's effectively at -2. And we're about to add 10 more points of bomb in his face. Yeah. In my testing of Bomb Raver's Mage, I think the Elec is like the best card. Doesn't die to their Frostbolt that they sometimes get or try and mana trick into. And it hits them for 3 a lot.
Someday I'll be just like you.
It makes bombs happen. Pretty good. This is causing some concern. Alright, we want to hit the giant one time, in case he doesn't have Conjuring. And we want to hit this. And we want to not kill our 3/4. Easy enough, right? Close. Now he all ends on Conjuring, and if we draw one of our 2 brawls, we win. Giants don't make anything with taunt. No rush, please. They can still get a rush minion on 10 until the buffs. Once the buffs happens, there's no more rush minion on 10. They actually have 0 defensive options on 10 post buff. But for now, they still do. Really good. 28 power. I was supposed to draw Brawl. Well, he gets the conjures again. Alright, Brawl still wins the game because he had to all in. Brawl one time. Warrior has the answers to beat Mage, but they still need to draw him. Town Crier Ziliax? That could do something. Wah, wah, wah. 1 and 3. Oh shoot! I forgot I had 5 bombs in his deck. I could have won. I threw away my 1% edge. Missed lethal. Dude, I missed lethal. Every time you concede there, you always would have drawn the 3 bombs. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. I run no Elysiana. I'm super unfavored. But what I do have is Blastmaster Boom and theoretically a curve. Let's go. One of these cards is a playable minion. So the shield block shield slam keep didn't work out. Also, I'm not sure swinging with weapon was right. Could have just played a 4/5 on turn 4 instead of the weapon had 2 bombs. Like weapon had 2 bombs was like super appealing because 2 bombs is awesome. But I probably should have just played the 4/5, dude. The stats in play are good. Bombs are good.
Somebody order a bomb. Save the best for last.
So we want to swing on 5 and 6 and then play boom kind of thing. So we shield slam this turn. This way I get to save the coin. Next turn I go Wrench Caliber. Turn after that a coin boom.
Defend the gates!
Listen here.
This play does a lot of damage. Alright. Nice little Onyxia on turn 6. Yeah, it seems okay.
I'm so
Job done.
The Magnetize was tempting, but we can start getting these 0 powers, and now we can kill him with bombs or outvalue him, depending on his time of boom. Actually killing him with bombs, I think.
Unity, precision, perfection.
Really? Seemed odd when I just hero power. Wanted the full clear.
Light the fuses!
We only have one Omega Assembly, but seems fine still. I think it's rare that this connects for 3. But who knows? Maybe the play is just to never play any minions so he can't Zilliax things.
Unity, precision, perfection.
This would be a good time for a master plan.
The longer the game goes on, the better for him. I gotta try and sneak in damage somehow.
Save the best for last! Light the fuses!
Maybe his mechs are clunky. But if I do nothing and then he passes, and we keep passing back and forth, he's eventually going to play Elysiana and win. So that's kind of unacceptable.
Okay then.
I don't think with Warpath's getting much better. I still have double Clockwork Goblin, double Augmented Alec in here. But I don't think it's super necessary to save that Clockwork Goblin. He's also bombs. Maybe he doesn't have Elysiana either.
Somebody order a bomb!
But yeah. In order to attack me with bombs, he had to give up a lot of his removal. That's kind of good for me. Boom Reaver doesn't really pull anything large.
Say the magic word.
Yeah, but it's a 7/9 that I can't hero power while playing too. Losing that hero power hurts. Safeguard was good. He couldn't get through it to kill my 1/1s, so he had to brawl. More armor cards? No. One shield slam left. Should maybe use it to kill something bigger. Maybe bait the shield slam with this. Should play 2 minions for sure. Can't play 2 minions very well.
This would be a good time for a master plan.
Yeah, playing 2 minions seems pretty impossible. So then 1 big minion and play 2 minions later. It just fits my hand better to do it this way, huh? And plus, I'm not missing the important hero power this turn.
Save the best for last.
This is the last one of those. It's 3 of them.
Defend the gates! To me!
Really want to draw these elephants.
Job done.
2 elephants in here still.
Wow, who is that handsome?
2 brawls. But we take so much damage. Oof.
Light the fuses!
Let the pain speak to me.
Hmm. Alright. Where are these elephants, man? There we go. Okay. Oh, jeez. I think we drew too many cards. How important is armoring up, you think? Seems pretty freaking important. Not a scientist, though.
This would be a good time for a master.
Do I want to gain 7 armor or deal 10 damage?
Somebody order a bomb.
Oh, I love that fuse thing.
Defend the gates. To me.
This is fine. I think we gotta show some bravery here to set up our lethal for next turn. I don't think I have to full commit. I can play all the bomb cards next turn with the elephant.
Somebody order a bomb.
That's the last bomb card in his deck.
Your soul is in my...
Uh-oh. Alright, we gotta kill him. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Good, 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 good. Not 3 bombs, not 3 bombs. Now the final blow.
Somebody order a bomb.
It's 5 and 6. 7, 8. He has 8 bombs. We need him to draw 3. 14 cards. We have 5 bombs and 7 cards, and he's about to put a lot of bombs if he's not dead. This needs to be lethal. Shit. Alright. We just gotta draw Brawl, guys.
Light the fuses!
Wait a minute. He didn't play the bomb cards?
Somebody order a bomb.
He could've went Elephant Bomb Wrench Caliber. He misplayed that for sure. Oh. He didn't draw any bombs. Anyway. Weird.
Take that!
Alright, he's got 9 bombs in his deck. He needs to draw 3 of them. One, 2, 3. That seemed like a really big throw from his side. He could have added an additional 4 bombs to my deck, and instead he added 1. I had 2 brawls in my deck, and that's it. But we would have still gotten there because we drew the brawl. Easy clap. Isn't Archivist good in this matchup? Archivist is fantastic in this matchup. But quite bad in some of the other matchups. Namely Rogue and... yeah, that's about it. Rogue, mainly. My main deck is for GM. I want it to be quite favorable versus Rogue. So, I don't play Archivist. And he plays Azalina to try and Azalina my Archivist. It's funny. So neither of us had Archivist. Anyway, free pick. He thought for sure he was going to Azalina an Archivist, then Archivist me.
Garrosh versus Mecha Jaraxxus! You face Mecha Jaraxxus! Victory or death!
This guy again. This guy was Hunter, Mech Hunter last time I played him, and he switched to Zoo. Probably went to full mulligan for the 1-drop versus Zoo. Especially while going first, right? And we just need to knock it flame imp. Good. Step 1 didn't get flame imp. Step 2, brawl the sea giant. You might not be able to sea giant. Trade too well with things, huh? That's fine. This is a nice board. 3-3 is still bigger than a 1-3 though. So it challenges his next play that he develops a lot better. And that's what we care about in this matchup. Acolyte was pretty good too. They're both really good. It's hard to say which is strictly better. Acolyte gets farmed by that. But we have the militia commander. Might have been the best time we'd ever have to squeeze out the Acolyte. Usually you want to combo with the Warpath in this matchup, though. Oh, the Acolyte would have died for 1 card.
Defend the gates! To me!
Swaney07 just subscribed for 26 months. Appreciate the continued support, man. 26 months is a long time. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing, dude. If we play a minion, he can play a sea giant. If he plays a sea giant, we blow it up. Alright, I'm down. We want to brawl on 6 anyway before we play boom on 7. Try and clean up all the shenanigans out here. But the Acolyte was never found its Warpath companion. That's okay. We have boom, so we don't really need card draw that much anymore. I'm just using it to maybe nibble at the board a little bit and gain us some life. If we didn't have boom, I'd probably shield block. I don't want to get gassed out. That happens with this deck a lot. You get gassed out because I'm running 4 1-drops. So unless you're like conscious a little bit about your card draw, it's pretty easy to gas out. We're gonna brawl because I don't like sea giants being in play when I try and play Dr. Boom. They make it harder to play Dr. Boom. You got this, buddy. Town Crier always wins the brawl. Check us out. Oh, he made it to the finals. You see that? He was one of the last guys in there. Rio DG just subscribed. Welcome to the Batcave team thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, dude. This is a sick reload.
I'm so
It's like the best hero power against Zoo, the 3/1/1s. Probably one of the second best ones. So I guess I probably should have shield blocked when... Nah. The Acolyte play made him have to commit the Direwolf Alpha, right? So that's kind of good. I played the Acolyte earlier. Because he has the magic carpet, so he gets things to 2 attack really easily. There's not a lot of 1-drops that already have to attack. Usually it does pretty well.
Light the fuses!
GG. Calric just subscribed for 6 months. Welcome back to the back K18 thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, dude. He says, I look like Dr. Boom IRL. You're green? Crazy. Haven't seen too many green people. So, we just want to abuse the fact that we have rush and out-tempo the legendaries. Should be doable. And Omega cards. Random legendaries are typically not great.
Must destroy.
Behold the army of Zandala!
That's some shit. Ding ding. And Warrior's kind of messed up. He did that, and I'm ahead of 4-5. He played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. I'm ahead of 4-5 after 2 cards. A lot of heal synergy.
Somebody order a bomb! Take that!
Lethal. Never lucky. It's okay. Boom kills him next turn. Ellie Sigil just donated 500 bits, and then thank you for the bits, man. I appreciate the support. And he says Ellie Sigil has donated 500 bits and said thank you for the bits, man. Appreciate it. Dude, he's predicting everything I'm gonna say. How do you know?
Double pump Azarano, extra Star Whip, high mountain ice, room for mana spice coming right up.
But your world is still doomed.
What matchups does this deck lose? The Pure Control Warrior wins. Well, if you wanted to play Pure Control Warrior, Mage is better for Pure Control Warrior. But I think that's about it. I don't know, it feels pretty good to just be able to tempo people down. You lose to a lot less created by random bullshit. That's the problem with Control Warrior in this current meta. A lot of decks create shenanigans, and then you have to be prepared and ready to remove all of it. So I'm not a big fan of Control Warrior. Bob Doyley just donated 100 bits and says Ellie Sigil has donated 500 bits and said thank you for the bits, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for the bits, man. I appreciate it, dude. It's getting like super meta. $29. Almost there. We should be having really good shield slams too, because the armor generation from these little suckers. Nope, scratch that. Oop. Bring it back on. We definitely want to defend our board. No doubt about it.
As long as it keeps out arrows.
Good. I'm confused, but I'm not afraid.
Rush the enemy! Defend your nest! Job done.
We should probably save these shield slams to kill giants. Currently we can beat Giant Conch, even though he can't do it yet. It's a good place to be at. Instead of using the shield slams to push damage, I'll respect the Doomsayer and just trade it.
My calculations are flawless.
You are not prepared!
Hmm.
What now?
I think Warpath playing Dr. Boom next turn could be pretty good.
What now?
It's using Warpath to answer a pretty dangerous threat. Next turn we Dr. Boom shield slam one thing. He can Giant Conch. That would deny my Dr. Boom.
Precision. Perfection.
I don't think I'm gonna Shield Slime that Ziliax. Shield Slime seems like a good card.
Hmm.
It's a lot of ones. I already used the Warpath. We have 2 Dynamatics in our deck, though, that we could hit 3 on. So let's pressure still. So we have 3 draws that combo this Acolyte. And then we have Dr. Boom, which is just good right now. Gives us a play. Shield Block gives us a turn. 2 Omega Assemblies give us a turn. So 6 cards out of our 15 give us a turn. It's pretty good.
What to do? What to do?
Here it comes.
Defend the gates!
Listen here.
One damage off. Killing both. Unfortunate. Well, at least we have lethal.
Job's done.
Alright, I think that's a pretty good note to end it on. I'm feeling really exhausted already. I have to prepare for Grandmaster still a little bit more. I probably want to get some practice sets in tomorrow before my match. Try and sleep a little bit early. And I still have to record Deck Doctor today. It's just a lot today because the talk show was moved to today. So I had the talk show today, and I got to record Deck Doctor. I got to practice for my GM match tomorrow. So I think I'm going to just, try and pace myself a little bit. And just this nice little short 2-hour stream. So I have more time to do Deck Doctor and stuff. So thanks everyone for watching. Appreciate the support. And hopefully I will see you guys watching in the match against Muzzy and Amnesiac later this weekend. Anyway, take care, guys. Have a good rest of your night. Let me find someone to host. And thank Lime Fury for those 300 bits. Wishing me luck in the GM League. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for the bits. I hope I get lucky. I feel like this is the first week I have a favorable lineup. So, the first week where I feel like I could get a nice 2-0. The other weeks it was like, oh my gosh, how do I even get a 1-1? And I kept pulling out the 1-1. But this week I think I could actually do it, man. I could get the 2-0. So, I don't want to blow it. Alright, and I am going to host Cora. Cora is pretty cool. I hang out with her a lot at events and such, because we've casted together and whatnot before. And she's usually like a host at every major Hearthstone event, so, you know, you see her around. She's pretty fun and pretty cool. So give her a watch. Anyway, take care, guys. See you tomorrow.